Indu Khosla. I am a pediatric pulmonologist attached to the NHSRCC Hospital for Children in Mumbai. Today, I am going to talk about a very common problem that children face. I am going to talk about cough in children. When I talk about cough in children, I am sure every parent sitting there or even my colleagues would agree with me that this is a problem which recurs very often and parents get very upset or disturbed with it. But what is a cough that we should worry about? We should worry about a cough which is recurrent. When I say recurrent, that it happens very often, maybe once in a month or 15 days or once in every 2 months. And when it happens, it lasts for more than 5 to 6 to 7 days, more in the night, bothers the child in the sleep, reduces the child's activity, and generally may or may not be associated with fever. Yes, I'm talking about wheezing or cough in children because of asthma. Do not get scared by the term asthma. It is very, very common. It's a lifestyle disease today and many children do suffer from it. The risk of having asthma is higher if you have a family history. That is, if you have adults, that is mother or father or grandparents who also have history of asthma or who have history of allergy to food, allergy to certain air pollutants, dust, pollen, etc. Then the risk of asthma is higher. Since the problem is rising all over the globe, it is not only in India but all over the globe we are seeing an increase in the number of children who suffer from asthma. We need to understand it, we need to recognize it, and most important, we need to treat it properly. The correct way of treating asthma is to use inhalers for the treatment. Go to your doctor if your child is coughing recurrently and let the doctor figure out if the child has asthma. And once your doctor is convinced that this is asthma, then we need to use the inhalers. Inhalers are of two kinds. These are your inhalers. One is for prevention and the other is for controlling the symptoms when the child has cough. So one you give for regularly, morning, evening, to prevent the next episode of cough, and the other one you would give when the child is coughing recurrently. We cannot use these inhalers directly into the mouth because children cannot coordinate by taking the breath in and while the medicine is being released. And therefore, we need to use devices like this, which are called spacers. These are spacers with a face mask for younger children below the age of 3 to 4 years, and these are spacers with a mouthpiece for older kids. So the inhaler can be connected to this end of the spacer, and this can go into the mouth of the child, which the child has to grip properly, the teeth first and then the lips around. Then you push this inhaler while the child breathes into it. I will demonstrate to you on a child how this has to be used. And once this is used, the medicine which gets released from this, what is called as the MDI, goes into the spacer and then goes slowly into the lungs as the child breathes 8 to 10 times. In this way, we ensure delivery of this medicine straight into the lungs.
आप बच्चे को इनहेलर्स कब से दे रहे हैं? 3 महीने। और आपको बच्चे में फ़र्क लगता है?
हाँ।
बहुत फ़र्क है पहले से? हाँ, दिखाइए आप कैसे देते हैं। अच्छा, पहले आप हिलाया, अच्छी तरह से हिलाया ना?
हाँ।
फिर उसके बाद क्या करते हैं?
लगाते हैं इसमें।
ओके, और हाँ, शाबाश। ओके, हाँ, तो इसमें आप क्या ध्यान देना चाहिए आपको कि बच्चा नॉर्मल सांस ले, है ना? और दूसरा, ये जो माउथ पीस है वो बराबर से बच्चे के फेस पे लगे और साइड से कहीं दवाई लीक ना हो. तो माउथ पीस शुड बी प्रॉपरली पुट एंड द मेडिसिन शुड नॉट गो. और कब तक रखेंगे आप ये?
30 सेकेंड.
30 to 45 सेकेंड्स तक रखेंगे. हाँ, जब तक बच्चे ने 8 से 10 बार सांस नहीं ले लिया हो. ठीक है, बढ़िया. और ये आप जब खांसी होती है तो ये नीला वाला ज़्यादा बार देते हैं?
3 से 4 बार देते हैं.
हाँ, पर एक टाइम पे एक ही पफ डालेंगे. पर ये वाला आप देंगे, एक पफ डालेंगे, अगर ज़रूरत पड़ी 10 मिनट के बाद एक दूसरा पफ डाल सकते हैं. इसको साफ़ करते हैं स्पेसर को?
हाँ, एक हफ्ते में.
हफ्ते में कैसे साफ़ करते हैं?
नॉर्मल पानी, हल्का गुनगुना पानी.
हाँ, हल्का गुनगुना पानी और हल्का उसमें आप डिटर्जेंट भी कोई डाल सकते हैं. हाँ, पर उसको खाली आप रब नहीं करेंगे, मतलब घसेंगे नहीं. नॉर्मल पानी से धोएंगे, झटक के सूखने डाल देंगे.
Many people will think that these are very addictive, very strong, must not be used. It is contrary. In fact, it has no medicines which cause you addiction. It uses very tiny doses, micrograms of medicine which goes straight into the lungs, gives you instant relief. Neither is it addicting nor is it strong, but it can give you quick relief. Also, when we use inhalers to control wheezing, you are preventing the child from getting another episode of wheezing. This enables the child to have a healthy life, to go to school regularly, to have normal physical activity, to play at sports, etc., which is not possible if you do not use the controllers. What is the problem? What happens when there's asthma? So if you see these tubes, right, there are 3 tubes, and you see this, the tube with the blue rim is the opening is the biggest, whereas the one here in the second one, the opening is slightly small, and this has got very little opening. These are our lung tubes, and when you have asthma, the lung tubes become narrow, and they become narrow because of mucus, because the muscles contracting, and because of swelling of the airways. And this can be relieved by using inhalers very effectively and to give your child a healthy, normal life. You need to definitely avoid triggers. The biggest trigger that you need to avoid is tobacco smoke. So if anybody is smoking at home, it is a big problem for the child because that can trigger off the wheezing. You must keep these children away from dust, away from pollen, and keep them in a clean environment, and that would definitely help. Breastfeeding helps. One must avoid artificial colorants in the foodstuffs which can cause a problem. But a general big no-no list, not to eat banana or not to eat curds or not to eat oranges is not true, because most children should eat everything. But these artificial ingredients should be avoided. I'm sure if you follow these simple steps, your child will be healthy, and even if he has asthma, would have a good control and would lead an absolutely normal life. Thank you.